welcome to NWA Powerrr, episode 4, season 7. I'm doing it backwards because it seems to work better for me as a dyslexic. Because every time when I try to say it the normal way, I botch. Anyway, was this a good episode of NWA Powerrr? Yeah, it was pretty good. Now, I don't know what to think about Melina because she did do an interview at the very opening of the show. And she still wants to get a shot at that title. She doesn't want to quit. She doesn't want to give up. And I keep thinking, why isn't she in Impact Wrestling? Why didn't she go to Impact? Why couldn't she be signed to Impact? I have this strange feeling she would do better in Impact than NWA. Now, I'm not saying she's doing a bad job there. I just feel like she would do something better. That's just me. We got a fatal four-way for 4 women. We got Paige. We got Hogan, we got a woman named James, I can't remember her first name, and you got Genocide. Whoever wins goes after Camille. Honestly, I thought it was going to be Paige or Genocide, but they picked Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan. I'm surprised they went there with her. I'm very surprised that they actually went there with her. Particularly after hearing some reports that Kiera has not felt good since she left Impact Wrestling. And you're wondering, girl, if you're not feeling good, why didn't you go back to Impact? Or are they done with you because you said whatever you did when you left them? I don't know. But it is good to see that she did win this and she's getting a shot at Camille. The question's going to be, what are they going to do with that? Are they going to elaborate on that? I don't know yet. We'll see. Mims versus Mayweather. Now, Jack Steen had an interview beforehand. And there's no images in this show. No images in this review, guys. But Jack Steen, he wanted to make it very clear, if either one of them want me, hey, fight each other. Whoever wins, I'll face. And Kyle Davis said, you only did this because you wanted the other one who wins to be weak. He says, hell yeah, I do. He didn't hide it. But this is where it gets interesting, which is the most interesting thing of the entire show. Mims is the student of Mayweather. We know Mayweather's been in the business for nearly 2 decades. But he didn't want to face him. He legitimately did not want to face him in a match. And even though they did lock up, and Mims got an advantage several times, he kept backing off. And Mayweather saying, what are you doing? Stop. You need to do this business. This is how we do work. And he says, you don't see it. He's using us. And this is Jack Steen. And Mims, every single time he starts getting an advantage, he backs off. Eventually, he lays flat on the mat for Mayweather to pin him, and he gets angry that Mims is doing this because Mims legitimately didn't want to face him. Eventually, he rolls out of the ring, and you see Mayweather get up in his grill, but holds his face like a father to his son and says, this is how we do our work. This is what we need to do. I want you to get in that ring and do your best. Do it. And as they're outside the ring, the ref is counting, but Mims nails him a little bit and then throws him into the ring so he can win, so he did not have to face him. I'm going, okay. Velvet is putting over Mims because he's making it very clear, well, she's making it very clear that Mims is important, which I do appreciate. But you wonder where they're going to go with Mims. This is something you don't normally see in normal wrestling promotions, where someone is doing something like that, unless they're being paid or turning heel and doing like the finger poke of doom. He just did something you rarely see. 2 faces facing each other, one's a student of the other one, and he cares so much about his teacher and about what it means to get their hands on the same person that he's willing to sacrifice himself. The only time you probably see it is in Japanese wrestling, like in Pro Wrestling Noah, All Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling. They will probably do a setup like that. You don't normally see it in American wrestling. So this is very interesting. Sion had his moment before his match against Josias. saying, I learned a lot. Particularly, one thing I learned, like I learned when dealing with you, and he's talking to May Valentine, there's only a few people I will talk to. You're one of them. They judge you in this world because of the tats you decide to wear. Just like me, they judge me in this world because of the person I come from, who is a world champion from NWA. I will not be defined by that. See me for who I am when I get in that damn ring, not from who I come from. That's all he cared about. And when we had the match, it wasn't bad. But then you see Salo Ronaro again acting out of mind, out of creative sight, out of craziness. He jumps in the ring. He lets Josias attack. Well, let me give it to you like this. Josias grabs him and throws him at Cyan, which basically disqualifies Josias, and Cyan gets the win. But then they beat up on Cyan. And you wonder where they're going to go with Salo. When is he going to join Josias and the Sinister Minister? You wonder where they're going to go with that. I'm just saying. Then we have the the TV title match of Tyrus versus Jaden Roller, who reminds me a lot of Tyler Breeze. Because of the 5 o'clock shadow, it's very thick on him. Wasn't very long, like 3 minutes or something. Got his butt kicked. Let me give it to you like this. What is Tyrus really doing with that TV title? Nothing. Look, I'm not against Tyrus. But as it stands right now, I just don't feel like Tyrus is doing anything. He just isn't. It was interesting when he was working with the Pope. It was somewhat interesting when definitely working with Cyan. Because he recognized Cyan in some way. But now this, because Cyan's now moved on because he wants to go after the national championship, he's got nothing to do. So it's boring. That means you're going to have Black Cheese and Clearwater be the goal here. You're going to see them shine more than Tyrus. Now, that could be a good thing, but honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. Because shouldn't Black Cheese hold the title then? Shouldn't Clearwater hold the title then? I'm just saying. Now, Rude Dudes going up against the Dirty Sexy Boys of JTG and Dirty Dango. Now, you can see that the Velvet Sky is all in on the Dirty Sexy Boys, which is fine. I still think Fandango really, Dirty Dango. He is a very, underutilized member of the WWE roster when he was a part of it. And now he's getting a chance to act any way he wants. Where it feels like he should have Tyler Breeze by his side instead of a JTG. Now, mind you, I don't hate JTG with him. JTG is a good character. He does work pretty well with anyone as long as he has the right stick to go with it. And in the end, I did not expect the Dirty Sexy Dog, about to say Dirty Sexy Dogs, Dirty Sexy Boys losing here. I knew they weren't going to lose. And it was Dirty Dango who got the pin. Not surprised. They're making something out of him. But the question is, how long are they going to make him? Will he be a tag champion or will he be a singles champion? That's the question. Final match, which is a triple threat tag match of Knox and Cardona, of the Strictly Business of Latimer and Adonis, and Trevor Murdoch with Tim Storm. What does this mean? This is supposed to get Knox and Cardona over, which it did because Cardona got the pin over a Tim Storm. He ate the damn pin. But the question's going to be, how are they going to book Matt Cardona going forward? Because it's obvious they're going to push him to deal with Trevor Murdoch because Trevor doesn't really have any challenges right now. That's important. But the question I have, and I'm very interested in, I'd like to know what you guys think below. When is Nick Aldis going after the national championship. Because let's make this clear, the next couple of shows, I'm sure, because Power Surge should be coming up any time now. I am definitely sure after Power Surge, you're going to see Nick Aldis, and he will be sooner or later dealing after Tom Latimer. He's going after Chris Adonis. The question is, when will he be trying to get that title? That's what I like to know. But this is just me, and I hope you enjoyed this NWA Powerrr Episode 4, Season 7. Please give me a comment below. I will be getting my Rampage review done. You will be seeing it soon. And I really hope you enjoy this. I know it is late. I know not many people watch it because this is like 3 days late. But trying to get all this done all at once because I do my Gump report. Then I got to wait until Wednesday, and then I got to do 2 videos on that day, which if I'm busy doing something like going to my doctor, like my not my doctor psychologist, but my doctor for physical therapy, it gets a little messy then. And it gets me a little anxious and nervous. That's the reason why I do this on Friday, even though it is 3 days late. If you don't mind waiting, this is it. So I hope you don't mind it. Peace.